My name is Dr. Blake Schusterman, and I'm a real doctor with a real passion for cooking. Join me as I share recipes that are healthy, easy to make, and most important, delicious. Let's get cooking. Today we have a great dish, a very versatile dish. It's a brown rice pilaf that we're going to bake in the oven. And once you get the hang of how to make this, you can do it a million different ways. We're going to do it a real special way today. A lot of fall flavors. We're going to use some apples, we're going to use some kale, we're going to use some onion, we're going to use some oyster mushrooms. And it'll be very simple and you'll love the end result. Okay, so our first ingredient is an onion, and we're going to chop an onion up. It'll give you about a cup. I'm going to put on my special onion goggles. No laughs, please. These things really do work. Okay, no tears. Let's go. All right, let's take these things off. Let's get our onion in our pan. I've got a big pot back here on medium heat, and I'm going to put some olive oil and some earth balance in there. All right, so we've got a few tablespoons of earth balance, and then a few tablespoons also of olive oil, and the combination of the two will just kind of enhance the flavor here. We're going to let that oil and butter get hot. All right, we're going to pop our onion in here. Our chopped onion. This is one medium onion chopped. Sprinkle that with salt and pepper. Give that a good stir. We're just going to let that cook and absorb that butter flavor for a couple of minutes while we chop the rest of our ingredients. Okay, now we're going to get to the other ingredients that are going in our pilaf, and I'm making it with mushrooms, and mushrooms are going to give this a really rich fall flavor. And these are oyster mushrooms, and if you've never cooked with oyster mushrooms before, they're just a really kind of different, kind of exotic flavor. They really add a lot of richness to the dish, and I'm using probably about 2 cups once I got this all cut up. If you can't get oyster mushrooms, by all means, just make it with whatever mushrooms you have available, or use a mixture of mushrooms. You don't have to be precise with these at all. Okay, so we've got our mushrooms, and then we're going to also use some kale, just because I like green things in everything I cook. You can leave the kale out very easily. And we're just going to chop that kale as well. Just do it into kind of little squares. So these are going to be the base of our pilaf. All right, now we're going to put that all in the pot. We're going to let those mushrooms soften and the kale brighten, and that'll take another about 3 to 5 minutes. This is all over about medium heat. We're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper here as well. All right, now this is really going to give us a great fall flavor. This is a fresh apple, and we're going to put this on at the end after the pilaf is cooked, and I'm just going to put that into small cubes. We're going to take off these little thyme sprigs here. A lot of that flavor has been incorporated already into the dish. And then we're going to sprinkle our cubed apples on top. And that's just going to let them kind of soften and cook just a little bit without getting too mushy. All right, so our pilaf has been resting for about 20 to 25 minutes. Those apples have just kind of softened and cooked a little bit, and we are ready to serve. This is a great side dish for Thanksgiving if you want to replace your traditional bread stuffing. And we're just going to kind of mix it all together and pour in our sidekick dish. And to finish it off, I actually like some crunch on top. So I'm going to top this with walnuts. I've got a couple cups of walnuts here, which really gives it a lot of crunch. If you don't want it that crunchy, just have this. And then you'll just want to stir it through before you serve it. A couple thyme sprigs to make it look nice. And we are ready to go. This is great for a side dish, but if you ever wanted to turn it into a main dish, you can kind of take some of the rice out and add edamame to it. It'll be a extra protein, and you kind of make the edamame the focus of the dish with a little bit of rice to kind of bring out the flavor. Okay, let's taste it. It's so good. Walnut crunch. Mushrooms are soft and a little savory. Apples are a little sweet. The rice has a nice whole grain texture. You'll love it. You can substitute this for your bread stuffing with Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for joining us on the Cooking Doc, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching the Cooking Doc. Healthy cooking made simple and delicious.